The economy is biting very hard, and food is becoming a major issue in our society, in our country today. And you know that the economy is not really friendly to any of us at this moment. The only way to survive the economy is to produce what you eat. That's the best way to survive this current economy. And of course, rabbit production is a good alternative to beef meat and chicken meat. As a matter of fact, rabbit has a higher percent protein in its meat, and it's almost 0% cholesterol, and better than many of the red meats we consume that has high levels of cholesterol. Now, we rear rabbits not only for consumption, though primarily for consumption, but we rear them also for other reasons. Like, if you go to the history of rabbits, you will understand that rabbits are reared for meat production, for wool production. Like the Angora rabbit is reared strictly for its wool. Then you have the fur rabbits, you have the show breeds, and the meat breeds. So what we have here are meat breeds. We have first generation crosses of pure lines. So what we have basically on the farm are first generation crosses of New Zealand whites. We have the chinchilla, and we also have the Isla Max. So these are the three major breeds we have. Then we also have some mixed breeds alongside them. So what we want to show you today is the prospects in rabbit production. As a student, you can start a rabbit farm and make really good money out of it. Rabbit has lots of advantages over other livestock. For instance, they have a short generation period. The rabbit carries its pregnancy for an average of 31 days. So between the period of conception to parturition, which is to birth, is 31 days, an average of 31 days. So it could be 28, it could be 32 days, but not more than 1 month. So that's one major advantage of the rabbit. And also the rabbit is polytogous. By that I mean they can produce large number of offsprings. As you can see above here, we have 8 rabbits here, and they were all produced by this particular female. This female on the ground here produced all of this in a single birth. So you can see the high prolificacy of rabbits. So with 3 rabbits and 1 male, 3 females and 1 male, within a short period of time, you can really have a medium scale rabbit farm. And rabbits are very high in demand. So in order for you to start something very small or little on your own, I'm making this video especially for students who are just leaving the secondary school, who are going into the university, or are just coming out of the university. You can start a rabbit farm and make good money out of it. So you have seen it has a short gestation period. It has a very high levels of prolificacy, and also the animal is very tasty and its protein content is quite high, if not the highest in most of the livestock we consume. And another very important aspect of rabbit farming that is taking a good that is being recognized today is the urine of the rabbit. Now if you come over here, you would see we have some gallons. You can see these are gallons of the urine from the rabbits. We collect the urine. The urines are used for fertilization of crop fields. They are also used for, as you can see, they are all filled up. So as I was saying, they are used for fertilization of crop fields. They are also used as a means of pest control to many pests in the crop fields. So they serve two purposes. These are organic fertilizers, so they can be used to fertilize the soil for good growth of the crops, and they can also be used to eradicate pests in form of foliar spray, and also by sprinkling. So this is very, very important for those who are going into crop production. So we also sell this. It's quite expensive. A liter of this is 1,500 to 2,000 naira per liter of this rabbit urine. So we're going to talk more about the urine. I'm going to dedicate a video specifically for the rabbit urine. But today we're going to do a little more than just explaining. So we'll be looking at mating. We want to mate the animals. Like we said, they have a short gestation period. So within the year, you can have 4 sets of births or 4 to 6 sets of births from a single female. And as you can see, this female has given us 8 and all of them are surviving. So if you have one female rabbit giving you 6 births of 8 or average of 5, you can see it's a lot and they come highly priced. So that is good money coming into your pocket. So you can start a rabbit farm today. Now we're going to mate one of the rabbits for you to see how they are being mated. Now we also have to show you how to handle the rabbits. You can see where I'm holding her. We call it the pole. This is where you hold the rabbits. Now because they have long ears does not mean you drag them by the ear. It can be very painful. So you hold them by this loose flesh at the back of the neck. We call it the pole. Then you sit her by your left hand so the animal is relaxed. And they have very sharp claws. So this way, even when she kicks, she don't kick into your face. If you turn her to your face and she kicks, she can damage your eyes. So this is how you sit the animal and move her around. So we mated her in the morning. We always carry double mating. Rabbits are best mated during the cool hours of the day, not in the hot period of the afternoon. So we mate them very early in the morning and repeat the mating in the evening. So that's way you are sure of the mating and success rate. So we mated her in the morning, today 17th of April 2022. So we mated her this morning and we're going to mate her again this evening. The time is somewhere past 5 now. So it's the right time for us to mate. So we'll take her back to the male that mated her. We mated her with this male. Now, first, before mating, we have to ensure that the feeders and the drinkers are removed. So this is the drinker. So you can see the nature of our drinkers. They can't spill the water or spill the feed. Yes, so the pen becomes free for them to run around. Now this mating can be very fast. It may not last more than a few seconds. So you have to observe. When the male begins to mount on the female, it will continue mounting until the male falls to the side. When it falls to the side, it makes a very small noise. That tells you that the mating is successful. And after then, you will see the male will start banging his foot on the ground like this. So that's also a symbol of a successful mating. So let's see how this mating plays out. So you can see the male, he has mounted, and that's, you can hear the noise. It just fell to the side, and you can see the banging on the hut. So this is practical. It tells you we know what we are doing. So this is how you mate the animals. So the mating is successful. But sometimes you might see them mating and mating, but the animal does not fall to its side. Then that tells you the mating is yet to be successful. So once you observe the mating that it is successful, the next thing you do is to move the female back to her pen. Because after now they start fighting, just as you can observe, because the male is still trying to make advance. Sometimes you allow them for the male to mate a second time within the same mating before you move her out. But as soon as I'm done with our conversation, I'll be moving the male, irrespective of its mating a second time or not. Because already we have mated them this morning before. So this is the second mating for the day. So from today, I'm expecting this female to drop in another 31 days. Exactly, probably by 17th, 18th of May, that will be 31 days, the female will drop. Just as you can see here, you can see this female has given birth. You can see the young ones in there. So the date is here. She was mated on the 10th of March. So she gave birth on the 10th of April 2022, and she was mated by the male 6. We have the mating date, the expected date, and the male that mated the female. So you can see what we have in here is called the nesting box. So the females, when they want to give birth, they go into the nest box. So 2 to 3 days to the date we are expecting them to litter, we move them in. We move the boxes into the cage. So the female will go in there and prepare it for mating. So we have another, sorry, for kindling. We have another here, so you can see those ones too. We have quite a number of them that just littered. So we also have another here. This one has also littered not too long ago. You can see the dates here on the 10th. We mated about 7 of them that very date on the 10th. So if you come over here, you will see from here, this has also littered. She gave birth to 6. I think from here you see clearer. So there are 6 of them in there that were given birth to. So we also have another one here. You can see this as well, also delivered on the 10th. So we have all 7 of them that were mated. All of them, the mating were successful. So after the mating, what you do is to take the female back to her pen, which is what I'm about to do now. Because in mating, we have 2 major types of mating. We have the hand mating and the random mating. What we practice here is hand mating. That is mating the animals under control, taking the female to the pen of the male. You don't take the male to the pen of the female. If you move the male to the pen of the female, you discover that they will start fighting because animals defend their territory. But when you move the female to the pen of the male, she succumbs to the male immediately because he's dominant in that pen. So that is what we've done. So after the mating, we take the female back. So you don't make the mistake of transferring the male to the female pen. So now the mating is done. So we're going to take out the female. So once again, you hold her by the pole. Yes. So you hold her by the pole. So the mating is successful. We're going to return her back now to our pen. So this is where we brought her out from. And there you go. So she's back in her pen. So as you can see, it's quite easy managing these animals. They are not dangerous, they are not harmful. You just have to care for them and they will be just okay with you. So this is what we do. After about 6 weeks of giving birth, we remove the young ones from the mother in a process we call weaning. So that was what we just did. If you notice, we took these ones out from here 2 days ago, and we are crossing the mother today again. So we just wean them, otherwise you would have seen them with her. So after 6 weeks of lactation, you move the young ones away from her and return her for mating. That way you get not less than 4 mating for a single female, so she can kindle 4 times in a year. So rabbit production is one of the most lucrative businesses, but the problem is there's lack of sensitization. Many people don't know the importance, the prospects of rabbit production. They are highly prolific, and these animals can be fed purely on vegetables like grasses, plants, fruits. You don't need to buy much feed like you do with poultry and fish farming and other animals. The animals are pseudo-ruminants like the grass cutter. They can do very well with just grasses, they can do very well with the grains, and they can do very well with a mixed blend of it. So there's a lot we can tell you about rabbit production, but I think we've talked so much already today. So we're going to come back another day and make another video on rabbit farming, and then we'll talk to you about the reproductive system of the rabbits, not the anatomy and physiology, but of course a detailed explanation on reproduction, and also we might give you a detailed explanation of the urine and the functions of it, just like we mentioned slightly today. So these are the urine collectors. You can see the urine runs down. So this container here, so they all drop into this container, and at the end of the day we take it and filter it into those 25-liter gallons you saw. So just in case you also need rabbit urine, you can book with us. We have them at an affordable price, undiluted, just the way it comes from the rabbits. So don't forget to subscribe. Of course, we have great contents coming from other livestock. So subscribe, share the videos with your friends, and also click on the like button, so subsequently when we upload videos you can get a notification. So of course the number to call is +2348 068525032. God bless you and bye bye.